We'll refill our coins. He's got 2 gangs here, so Siki can get him like a decent collusion. He's not to pay for it. Pay quite a bit. It's the blind eyes. I'll boost that up. So Bincy does kill something with the last chapter of the scenario here. So that kills that. And we have Horde 6 still. I think it's better to infuse a coin generation. I think we'll do that. Kill that off. We'll kill this off next turn. Just kind of just killing everything here. Today we're going to be trying out a Tidecloak deck because this was requested, and I've tried quite a few versions of Tidecloaks. And I tried several versions here. This is the one that worked out the best for me. None of the Tidecloak decks really seemed all that strong, but it is a really fun deck when you get it working. So let's take a look at what we're going to be running today. We're going to go with Hidden Cash to help with our hordes and gives us 3 coins each round. That's really nice because the hordes are really important because with the In Search of Forgotten Treasures, one of the best things you can have is Flinder's Crew. And I just found without the Hidden Cash, it's really hard to trigger the counters on Flinder's Crew consistently enough to have this set up for the round 3. So we're going to go with, that's one of the big reasons we're going with Hidden Cash there, because we want the Flinder's Crew counters. Now, we're also running Tiger's Eye again to help with the counters, get us coins nice and early. I just really like Tiger's Eye over the other ones here. Now, we are running double scenario. The reason for this is because with the Search of Forgotten Treasures, you really want to use it in a long round 3 and try and get as many points as possible and kind of carry the round with it. And I found that without the second scenario, all the decks I ran couldn't quite survive round 1 and 2. One Night at the Passive Floor really helps with those early rounds. You can get a bunch of Horde cards going, the Peaches, and then you get the Selectresses as well. I just found for my testing this one worked the best, but there's other options, right? You can go like off the books tributes, and then you can use King of Beggars and use that for like the round 1 and 2 kind of stuff. I just found that this worked the best for me. Then we have Junior just for a bit of control. Actually, we have Junior and Moriels here. I found that Junior is really handy against answering a lot of stuff, and we are going to be playing Devotion. If you don't want to go Devotion, you can bump the bank to an Oniromancy. I've tried that as well. It's really nice because you get more consistency on which scenario you get. You can play like your Peaches or Passive Floor round 1 more consistently. With Bank, it's much more RNG what you're going to get. But I decided that the Junior is kind of important, so we're going to keep the Junior for now. But if you don't want to run the Junior, think you have enough control, he is the only Devotion card in the deck. So you can cut the Junior in the bank, and then you have Oniromancy and like 6 provisions for whatever you want. That's fine too. Then the bank, and then we have the Moriels here. And we have the... He's just really good for a tall removal. With Nilfgaard, Renfrey still going around is one of the most common decks. Actually, probably the most common deck I run into. You need this to answer the Ivar. So we have him because we have to have him because of the Ivar. And then we have Bincy. She's really good to combo with the Forgotten Treasures here. Whenever this refills your coins with the Horde ability, you get a whole bunch of points on Bincy. It's just really good. We've got the Flying Redanian here. So we got Flying Redanian, Bank for consistency. You can also, while we're talking about consistency, run Sewer Raiders if you want. I was running Sewer Raiders before, but like I said, with the Moriels here, I found we didn't have enough tall removal, so I opted out to fit in the Fistic and Fistic Trafficker package. But you can go with that instead if you want. I think it's a pretty good, well, I think it's actually really good to have more consistency. One of the weaknesses of this deck is the consistency, which is worth noting. But we've got the Redanian here. And then we've got Adriana the Mink. Now, here's a spot you could cut for whatever you want. I just really like using Mink and the Seductresses with the Passive Floor Peaches, or Passive Floor rather, to get a whole bunch of the Seductresses out to help carry that round 1 better. But you can cut the Mink if you want for other provisions. You could add those, use them to add in the Raiders. You could use them to add in whatever you want. There's a bunch of options here. I just personally kind of like him. Then we've got the Flinder's Crew. This is one of the big things you want to have set up for round 3. This deck, the reason why this deck's not quite that consistent is just that you want round 3 to be Flinder's Crew, and the Search for Forgotten Treasures, but you don't have the consistency you'd really want to always have that happen, which is kind of a byproduct of not having all that many thinning cards. But you could add, like, Sewer Raiders is just one more thinning card, and I felt that having the poisons over that might be better. But you can always cut Sly Seductresses if you want for the Raiders. The reason why I choose Sly Seductresses is because we added the Fistic Trafficker. He's a blind eye. He gave him the blind eyes tag a while back, so you can actually still have the 4 blind eyes here with the Peaches and Traffickers, and you can cut the Seductresses for the Sewer Raiders. It's up to you. We got the Conjurer's Candle. This is how we spend our coins. You really don't want to have this heat waved, but it's such a low tempo play that no one ever does that. So, worth doing. This is really where you spend your coins. You really want to have this round 3. Then we've got our Sol. Just with the passive from the Hidden Cache, he's really good. Gets you a lot of points. You have a lot of stuff going pretty tall, ideally, so usually not everything gets answered. We have the Sly Seductresses here. They're really for with the One Light passive floor around 1. And we got the Treasure Huntress. She's really good comboed with the Gudrun from the Search for Forgotten Treasures, but you can't really protect Gudrun. You could run in this 9 provision slot where I have Moriels here. You could run Azar instead for more protection, but I just found that Moriels was doing better, and I wasn't running into any heat waves, so we didn't really worry about the scenarios getting heat waved. And if they do heat wave the scenario, they usually just Oneiromancy it out for passive One Night in the Passive Floor around 1. That's why we like playing it early. And then you got the Treasure Huntress, we said, the Fistic and Fistic Trafficker, just for poison, bit of tall removal, and a bit of coin generation if you want it. You can cut these for something else if you want. Like I said, you can fit in the Tidecloak guys here, the Raiders, and then whatever you want. You can run Ransackers here if you want. We've got the Tax Collector. Tax Collector is really good with the deck just because you generate a coin and turn end with him, which combos really well with Gudrun. It combos really well with your Bincy. It combos really well with the Search for Forgotten Treasures because it lets you spend more coins for the Horde triggers to refill them. We've got the 2 Sea Jackals just because it's the best Tidecloak spender. It's also a really good spender. 2 Peaches and 2 Traffickers. Now, if you want to run more fee cards, because you notice we only have the Jackals really and the Candle for spending our coins, you can fit in one of the 4 provision fee cards. The best one's going to be the Firesworn Disciple guy. Eternal Fire Disciple would be really good to slot in here. But what you'd probably do is cut the Fistic and Fistic Traffickers, put in 2 of these guys, and then you have to cut one of the higher range cards, and then you'd put in the Tidecloaks, and then just like drop one of these guys. Either like drop Moriels to a 7 or Adriano to a 6, so probably Adalbertus if you want that Purify, or Kurt, or Townsfolk's good. The reason I don't have Townsfolk's in the deck, even though they combo really well with the Huntresses, is that with Kid and Cash, usually you want to use the townspeople with 1 pockets because you can trigger it a bunch of times with your leader. They do work all right here because they combo well with Huntresses, but they always seem to die on the turn you play them. I did try them out a bit. They're a fine addition as well. Like, there's a lot of things that are okay in the deck. But yeah, that's the deck. Let's go try it out. It's not the strongest deck, but it's quite fun when it works. So let's see if we can pull that off. Blind Pockets is probably just mid-range. See what we can do against it. We have 2 tax. Like, there's no scenario, though, which is quite a bit of a potential problem. We got 1 poison card. Probably just want the 1 Tax Collector. My guess is this is just going to be the Golden Necker mid-range stuff. But at least we have poisons if he's doing that. We just won't play the poisons until we see if he's doing it or not first. Yeah, he is. That's going to generate so many coins for this round that he's just going to win this round. Annoying, but nothing we can do about it.
In this world, only 2 things are certain.
So we give him points when we poison his stuff, but at least the stuff dies. We have to wait until he's like a poison on it and doesn't use it, which is not the most common thing. This will be the 4 damage. We do need to get our Flying Redanian. I think we'll just play a Treasure Huntress. It's not great, but we'll just play it. So we need to get that 7 coins. And we'd like to save these poisons to see if we can actually kill something with them. We don't want to go tall. The thing is, if we go Seductress and then Peaches, we're really low on blind eyes for the scenario. I think we'll do it. I think Peaches is better, though.
You got a sea beast swimming in them breeches.
There's that poison. We'll play this too, actually.
Nothing tickles my tits quite like a good secret.
If you get the full setup with the Gellert and everything behind Azar, it's going to be really difficult to deal with. But we can't do anything here if he's got Candle. You're definitely going to Azar next round then. Use the Candle for that. If we poison Roach now, it's not that bad. We also don't have a fee card, so I think we play this. He's going to probably poison it too, but we'll see what he's going to do here. We'd like to poison something good. So this is probably Fistic here. Yeah. And there's the Alabertus. 20 points is too much to overcome here. So we're going to have to do a pass. He's got his golden necker and everything, which is really annoying, but there's no Roland behind it at least. Do have 2 blind eyes here, but we also have a pair of poisons. But if he's going to have Azar, so the poisons are mostly meaningless. We're just going to keep this one because it's a blind eye. It's our only fee card, so we might actually need the Jackal. We'd still want to redraw here, though. Let's redraw real quick. Didn't get it. Looking for Passiflora. Or Bank. Or Candle. There's the Siri. We can get our Flying Redanian out here at least. Trigger our Flinders crew. It's not bad. And we can always destroy this Memorials afterward. Destroy the Siri.
Corporations are people too.
Although I did think he would play this round. Okay, he's just gonna go for the Azar. I think we have to drop the In Search of Forgotten Treasures this round. I think that is the play here. We're supposed to put in the back so he triggers first. Play the Flinders crew next. Really annoyed we're supposed to put this back here. For some reason, I thought he killed the tax collector. But he didn't.
Draw that bandana over your face. It's good advice.
It's fine.
Dangerous. Horse will be fucking
Now this is at Horde 3. So we have to wait a turn still. Bincy's going to be our next play, but the problem is we lose all the damage to the shield on Siri. That's actually really annoying. We're losing 2 damage a turn because of this stupid thing with the tax selector. Okay, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So we'll just infuse this one. Use this again, then play this guy.
Nose, mouth, any hole will do.
This is Horde 3, right? Horde 3. We could play Bincy. Do we need Bincy? We're gonna do 1-2 coins. 1-2 coins. 1-2 damage, I mean. 1-2 damage. So 3 damage. He's at 24. This works.
Same time next week.
Then we can hopefully get our last scenario for this round. He still has Golden Necker. He's got the Siri carryover. We only have 1 blind eye, even if we do draw Passiflora. We got 2, actually. There we go. We do need the Passiflora, though. As far as what we've got here, yeah, we need that. We have Bank left still, too. Bency's probably going to play for a decent amount, but she gets poisoned, so I'm not actually even sure if we want to use her. Swing Tall is bad against this deck. I think we'll put her back just because of that. No Passiflora. It is a bit problematic here. He still has Golden Necker.
Oh, that's stitching.
We're definitely killing that.
What do you think, dearest? It matches your own.
We're gonna kill that one too. I think we'll just use the more eels, no tribute.
Love to hear him beg for mercy. Not that it helps.
It just represents so many points if we don't kill it. We'd like to get the bonded before the Golden Necker, but I don't think he's gonna let us.
My reason to travel, I mean.
Shh, my noble knight. Be still.
I imagine this is his Golden Necker turn. Oh, it's next turn. Alright, so we can't kill Tunnel Drill, and we're about to get blown out by Golden Necker. Fantastic. Do this.
Exploitation.
Consider
That's
this
right,
my
the
tip.
alchemist.
Just boost one of these. Alright, let's see just how much damage we take from the Golden Necker here. At least we'll get some boost on the Seductresses, but probably need 1 poison, the other 1 Tunnel Drilled.
Man's got the wares if you've got the coin.
The Academy's bureaucracy impedes
We actually can use these last 3 coins, which is not something I expected. We're going to lose to his last poison card, unfortunately. It's not a poison. GG. Those Slice Seductrixes right there. Coming in really clutch. Reckless Flurry. This is probably the just nerfed Reckless Flurry Sove. We don't have our Passiflora. I'm just going to keep calling it Passiflora. Do several poisons, which I might keep. No Passiflora is really annoying, though. Huntress kind of isn't as good in this matchup because of how much control they have. Got Seductress. Okay, there's the Passiflora. Question is, do we need it to secure this round or not? Not too sure. Because we could just open with it and then play the 2 Seductresses. I think we'll do that because winning round 1 is really important here. Especially if this is going to be a, what's it called? Erendite deck, which these tend to be. Get our Flying Redanian out. Warlord. Okay, maybe it's not. So this is not going to be the Erendite deck. The Sove one is. I guess this is just a raid deck. Raid decks are pretty good. Get a Peaches next. And I think we're just going to give these guys shields. So we don't have another good use for our coins. That'll help versus all the raids. Now that we have an extra 2 profit on this, so this is profit 4. We get another Seductress there.
Boy, beautiful. Interested in some easy coin?
Shield that one too, because why not? We don't have another way to spend coins. And that should be it for this round. We'll just play this Seductress and maybe Tax Collector. This doesn't give us a lot of points. I'm actually wondering if we can pass here. 21. Every time he plays a card, we get 3. 21. Every time we play a card, he gets 3. So if he plays 3 cards, he needs 30 points. And then we get 3 here. Which means he would need 33 over 3 cards. He could. But that would get us a long round 3, which is what we want. But he's got raids for removal. But then again, a lot of his cards aren't going to have good value yet. Yeah, we'll do it. There it is. We got the win on even. I didn't think he'd be able to keep going there. Just because especially with these decks, they need the veterans and such to tick. Now we do not have a short round. Which means a lot of the times it's kind of tempting to go for a 2-0. But we don't have the stuff for it. We don't necessarily need a 10 card round 3 though. And we do want to trigger our Flinder's Crew again this round. So let's drop our Tax Collector. He's going to die to like Primal Savagery, whatever the thing that spawns the Bear Abomination is. We'll just poison that. We could also play Seductress, then poison, shield the Seductress, because then we'll go to 7 coins. That's what we'll do.
Oh, looks like some light reading.
If he's playing raids, we won't get points, but maybe we can make him try and kill it. Oh, he's just gonna go Fukusha for the revive here. Makes sense. Drop one of our poisons. Get our Flying Redanian back. Trigger our Flinder's Crew. He's gonna kill that. It's fine. We'll just do a Trafficker here. So he's done all of his raid increases. Question is, do we get value if we keep playing here? Do want a long round. We have some key cards we haven't drawn. And I don't know I don't think we'll do 2 Sea Jackals. We'll just play one here. We won't use the fee, so the Flying Redain can come back. It won't make a difference, really. This is a pretty effective bleed so far. Let's see what this is going to be for. Oh, this is a really good bleed so far. This hand must be nice. This hand's so nice. I think we want to do this. Okay, his hand's not that nice. He just wanted to play the Ulula. Alright, well, we don't have any points, so we're going to pass. He might have too much control for our deck to work here. With all these raids. But we'll see what we can do. Like, all these engine cards don't do anything. We do actually need our scenario, though. Don't get it. And we also don't get bank. We don't get any of these. So we're going to lose. It's unfortunate. It is unfortunate, but what are you going to do? So it is a Soph deck anyway.
We'll need 4Z6 CV1265X for that.
We're gonna have to try and set something up with Treasure Huntress and Bincy if we're gonna win, but he has so much control, I don't think it's gonna work. This is our only fee card, so we have to be really careful when we play that. Saul dies, but we have to try and set him up at least. There's no leader. This is exactly what we knew was going to happen this round. I think we have to go Flinder's Crew into the Treasure Huntress. We could go Junior first, though. Get rid of the bear. Then we don't over-profit from the Huntress. I think that's the play.
Slow, ain't ya?
So no deploying on the Sov. But it's not going to matter. We didn't draw our scenario. Let's go with the crew. He's just going to wipe the crew. Not much we can do about it, though. I like how he killed one there. Must be nice.
This map really isn't helping at all.
thirst for it.
A woman's place is in the home. Aye, in all of them.
What's this last card? Heart of Terror? Yep.
Be a shame to let this
We could have actually done that, I think, if we drew our scenario, but we didn't, so. Oh, we've got this bug where you can't next. I like this one. Deathwish. What do we want to open with here? Is he going first? He's going first. So we lose round 1 to Brewus. Ritual. So there's not really anything we can do in this round. Unless we have a scenario, which we don't. Poison's not good because they just consume the stuff that's poisoned. We don't never have a double poison turn. Okay, we lose our junior again, right? Yeah.
We've not had enough.
This round's over. So we just play like 2 tax collectors. Why are we leadering? That was weird. There's no lock in Syndicate. So that was just,
World, only two things.
in my opinion, a very dumb play. There's no reason to do that. We have no lock. Syndicate doesn't have a lock. Maybe he thinks we're going to Philippa, but how are we going to get the coins? It just doesn't make sense.
Corporations are people too.
You just waste a leader charge for no reason.
You wouldn't want to hurt her, would you?
Now, we could try to Bincy this round. But he's got so much out here that it's completely pointless. We have to play like a random card here. Play this one.
Use this. Not sure for what just yet.
At least we haven't searched for Forgotten Treasures for this round when he tries to 2-0 us. So that's nice. Don't want this. It's actually nice to have another fee card, although we already have this one. I think we will put back the Sea Jackal, actually. It's gonna haunt. I think we match with this. We do probably lose the Gudrun, though, because he's shown that he's running Rot Fiend. Although, at least we could bring back the Redanian and make it a 50-50, and then we're also protected from Manticore. Let's match him with this. Hopefully that's good enough. Won the 50-50, which is really important. That's a very big deal. Whatever we infuse with Gudrun doesn't matter, so we're just not gonna like not really even use her. This is gonna be at Horde 6, so we can just do this.
Think this shovel's big enough?
We'll just infuse her. I played the search in the wrong row again. I always do this. We're gonna do our 9 damage here. That's all his points. Do play Bincy. Let's do 9 damage.
Shoes only get in the way.
It's so annoying. We messed everything up by playing this in the wrong row. It means Bensie's losing out on points. Okay, he's just gonna pass. Okay, that's fine. Weird, but fine. We need, what, 7? I think we'll do it with the candle, because it carries over. Okay, we can still do this with Passive Flora. Passive Flora does generate a lot of points. Especially when we have these guys in our hand, but we have to actually draw it. Flinder's Crew is not bad either. We're looking for that one night in the Passive Flora. We can see every card in our deck with Bank, so I think we'll just open with Bank. And we'll boost this out of range of Maruna, but into Manticore. We'll see if which one he's running. Manticore's not as bad as Maruna, though. He might not run either. I haven't seen a lot of these people playing either one. Just run free decks. There's the lock. That's fine. We'll just play another one. Still think we're flying or Danian out, but we can get out next turn when we get the coins back from this. So there's the Manticore. Hopefully he hits this. Well, he will hit this, rather. We're getting open with Manticore. So we get Profit 4, Tribute 5. So we're down to 4 coins, right? We can't do it. Yeah, we just play this now. They're flying Redania now. Then we'll just drop these like Sol, Peaches, Peaches, and just hope we get enough points from that to match what he's doing. There's the Detlef. We should have a lot of point generation here. We're just kind of relying on all our engines this round, and he can't kill them, so hopefully we can do something with them here.
Think you can keep up with the Novigrad lass?
Flinder's Crew plays for 12. We've got really good engines set up. Got Horde 3 on his little abilities, so we'll just boost one of these guys. Getting a lot of points here. Just not sure it's enough. We're not going to need the Moriels for his Destroy effect, I don't think. Just play him here, kill off the squirrel, I guess. Let's go engines. There's the heat wave. We knew he was running that. Then we drop this. And that should be everything, so we don't play into a Geralt. We should be fine. It's a lot of points. We got a lot of engine generation here. He does need 41, and I don't think he has it. Just the spores. GG. Just Passive Flora carrying this last round here for sure. Mid-range Syndicate. This should be a difficult matchup for us, unfortunately. I mean, most matchups are difficult when we're running decks like these, but, you know. This should be extra difficult. We have the candle, which means we probably don't need this. Ooh, we've got Passive Flora. Are we going first? I think we have to drop passive floor this round 1. I don't really want to, but I think we might have to. Let's see. Because we have to force out Sigi round 2, so we can't Crown Splitter. We can't let him have the Sigi combo round 3, so I think we have to play round 1 and 2. We have both scenarios this time. Let's go one night. Just gonna open scenario. We have to win this round. If he's like Bart and Freak Show and it's a Collusion deck, then we're gonna have a big problem. But I don't see my Collusion decks. It's all just mid-range. Like Sigi into Shady Vendor plus Tunnel Drill. Shady Vendor makes the crime, so you still get the full combo even after the Sigi nerf. At least that's what I see most people doing. Drop this.
Nothing tickles my teeth quite like a good secret.
The tongue is the truth. The eyes never.
I think we'll. I don't want to use Junior because we're gonna overspend coins here. We'll just give these guys shields. Giving them shields isn't really useful, but we don't have much else to do. Then I guess we will play this one too.
Exploitation.
Consider this my tip.
We don't get the thing right here, but we're going to play Fistic next turn if he keeps playing. And he's not going to keep playing, I don't think, so it shouldn't matter. I'd be very surprised if he plays another card. Very, very surprised. Yeah.
I deny impenance. You confirm your guilt.
So here's a question. Do we do a long round 2 push? Here's the thing. We need the scenario to do a round 2 push. But if we scenario, we don't have a round 3. If we don't do a round 2 push, we get blown up by Tunnel Drill round 3. So I think we might have to play this round, but I don't really want to play it.
In this world, only two things are certain.
I don't think he has a 4 damage card. He might junior this, but he sets up Freak Show. We can at least kill it. Then he has to Tunnel Drill.
Perhaps a different degree. And I
Interesting. We're gonna play our Candle. Trigger our counters here. Now if he's a junior, it's coming down. This is irresistible. It's just a vendor.
see in town.
So it looks like he's going for Collusion, Tunnel Drill type stuff so far. Thinking we might go Gudrun. Let's do the round 2 push. We have Horde. This is Horde 6. So if we spend 2 here, we'll be at 3. Then this can do something. Still use this. He's gonna probably Freak Show us here. Because he doesn't need any leader charges or anything for it to work. Interesting. He doesn't have a removal option. That's very interesting. The double fistic's gonna be good then.
Your facts, good sir, are false.
He's trying to keep his gangs alive. Definitely gonna go for Seeky Collusion here. I think he's just trying to keep his gang tags alive. Interesting. We will poison this. Puts us at 8. Infuse here. Play this. Can we... Oh, we played the poison card. We'll play this next turn. And that should be good. Play this next turn, actually, I think. Remove his gangs. I'm surprised he didn't have a way to kill Gudrun. He has to Seeky now, I think, if he's going to. Nope, just little bird. Yeah, he's setting up Seeky Collusion stuff. So yeah, we have to kill these guys off. We should be able to, though. Here are the blind eyes. Infuse this as well. It's down to 1 gang. We'll go Treasure Huntress next turn. Now we're just going to slowly grind all this stuff down here with Gudrun. We are playing a little slow, but I think that's fair given the setup here. The setup of once again playing the In Search of Forgotten Treasures in the wrong row. For some reason I cannot remember to put it ranged. Okay, I think we might have to junior this actually. Junior Memorials. We want to get rid of these things. Definitely getting rid of one of them. So we've got just a crown splitter. Weird. He must be holding the tunnel drill. They're pretty spread out, so this isn't great. Yeah, he's not going to use it. We'll refill our coins. Then we have Bincy next. It's looking pretty good so far. He's got 2 gangs here, so Seeky can get him like a decent collusion. He's not to pay for it. Pay quite a bit. It's the blind eyes. I'll boost that up. So Bincy does kill something with the last chapter of the scenario here. So that kills that. And we have Horde 6 still. I think it's better to infuse a coin generation. I think we'll do that. Kill that off. We'll kill this off next turn. Just kind of just killing everything here. He does need a lot of points, but he does have Seeky Tunnel Drill for the Collusion. Alright, so what we can do here is if this will refill at Horde 6, but we won't trigger Gudrun then, because these will be ticking. So what I think we do is I think we kill this, and then just infuse with Huntress, and then let everything tick. Actually, we infuse with this. We infuse with this, And we pay this tribute.
Nothing turns my guts more than a filthy.
We just like let everything take each turn. And that should be pretty good. We won't completely refill on the Forgotten Treasures, but we'll trigger the Huntress Infuse and this guy's ability a whole bunch of times. So he's going to have to go for Sigi. And Binty's going to get a couple more points here. He needs a lot, though. Collusion Tunnel Drill is a lot of points, but if you only have Crown Splitter and Fire Sworn, it's not that many. Okay, here's the Junior. He's going to kill our Junior, probably. I would kill Junior, because you get coin overkill. But maybe it's better to kill this guy. That was not efficient. Still needs 31. I don't think you can get it off of Sigi here. Especially because you have to pay tributes. I guess King of Beggars might come out. That would be like the saving grace, but you didn't pay the tribute on the Salamander Mage. There he is.
Finally. You bloody took long enough.
There's the Tunnel Drill Collusion.
You made your offering.
I just don't quite think it's enough this time. Might be. Oh, it's going to be enough. We clearly would have won this if we didn't do something stupid with our scenario and put it melee, but it's like our specialty. Now he's going to win this with, what's it called? Jacques. Unfortunately. We don't really have anything for this round, except for Flinders' Crew. This is not ideal here. We do need a fee spender, but we've got that on our board already. Hand's really bad. Yeah, I think this wins him the game. Just the Jacques here. He still has King of Beggars. The GG.
Corporations are people too.
What'd you say? Thought you'd never ask.
King of Beggars comes out here.
So, how are things?
You are worthy neither of mercy nor forgiveness.
Same time next week.
That'll be a GG. It's gonna be close, but it's gonna be a GG because isn't enough. We deserve to lose this one. We played our thing in the wrong row again. Double cross Renfrey. Great. At least we have the Moriels for the Ivar and such, but we're actually going to want the poisons here. Would have also liked to get Passiflora, but going sec, we might just round one in search of Forgotten Treasures. It's much worse doing it round one because the Flinders Crew isn't ready, but we don't have Flinders Crew. Tax Collector back. 2 Peaches. 2 Poisons. I think we only want... I don't think he runs Purify. So we're going to put one of these guys back. Just going to open Spotter. We poison this, get Flying Redanian, then we hit with this. And then the next one he's going to play, we're going to have to... Moriel's probably one of them. Oh, we have to hold Moriel's rather for the Ivar. We'll see what we can do. Oh, we're going Knight Challenger. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Does that change how we open? I think it does. We just open with Junior. Kill this. Oh, shut up. It's been like 10 seconds. Interesting. So this is either Shoop. This looks like Shoop. Shoop Renfrey. Let's play Peaches here.
You got a sea beast
We do need 3 coins still, but I think I'd like to Fistic Trafficker or Fistic for them. Now we could just play into that row. Hope they both live. To try and minimize the damage here. Hopefully we can keep one of them both alive, and that should outvalue this.
We dance, for young is the night.
Now we can drop the poison, but I think I'd rather Trafficker for the coins, because that way we get our body in this row. You still have 2 poisons for one of his units. Oh, so we're just playing mill. Some kind of weird mill deck. It has to be a Shoop deck. Nothing else makes sense.
How's you doing business for you?
He's looking for the poison card. It'd be pretty bad if you got it. Oh, well, though he couldn't pay the fee, so it wouldn't be terrible. Disciple's probably the best one. That one's fine too, I guess.
My, this may get its own footnote.
If the ring won't come off, just take the whole finger.
There's the Vogaforts.
An interesting choice.
Place Sea Jackal, another Sea Jackal. I'm fine with that. He's spending so many provisions here. He's spending so many provisions here. Oh, it must be nice. It's fine. I could have been Passiflora. Speaking of Passiflora, we have to keep at least one more Blind Eye.
Nothing turns my guts more than a filthy mage.
Hee-ho, Popo.
We got 4 points on turn end here. That's a weird card to lock. This is a really good card to keep, though. But I think we just play it without the tribute. Now we're in Geralt range this turn, right? Oh, one more turn.
I'm in no mood for jests.
Play Adriano. I really don't think we can do scenario. Passive floor. Oh, we've got these two. Technically, we still could. Yeah, sure.
We share the profits, not the work.
Still in Geralt range. He knows every card in our hand. I think Geralt's already spent like, basically everything. Invocation. Yeah, well, he's going to win this round. Whatever his crazy setup is, he's spending everything in his deck to do. He's got it. Oh, this is a terrible hand. Hold on a second. We need units to trigger these. Oh, this is so bad. This... I think we just lose. If he plays a single card here, I think we just lose. Oh, yeah. Well, what are we going to do? We only have scenarios and nothing to trigger them. That's pretty bad.
Looks like some light reading.
It's gonna mill us. Yeah, it's some kind of mill. We can't trigger these.
Time to get our hands dirty.
At least we can play this. We only have one Tidecloak in our deck. At least we're gonna get it. I would have imagined we would have gotten it. I guess this is what we're working with.
Be still.
Not sure how we beat his last round. At least we got tax collectors with Gudrun. Maybe that does something.
Here's our chance.
Maybe. My goodness, we did it again.
You will not regret this, good sir.
Corporations are people too.
What's that? You found another bone?
Careful, you do not want me to lose patience.
The Nordling's hatred for us will never wane.
Alright. I guess we beat the mill player without like having to do anything. But I guess it's mill for you. So what do I think about the deck? I don't think it's very good. The problem you have with In Search of Forgotten Treasures is that you need the Tidecloaks and you need something else like in the other rounds. So your choices are like Townsfolk spam with line pockets, which is fine. But problem with Townsfolk is that you just don't have hidden cash then. And hidden cash doesn't work great with the Townsfolk. It does work really well with the Treasure Huntress, so maybe there's something there, but I've tried it, and without line pockets, Townsfolk seems pretty bad. I mean, not bad, but like hard to use. So then you're kind of left with, you could just go like all mid-range, like King of Beggars, and just like all the mid-range cards, which I just don't like. I think it's kind of lame. Like just go King of Beggars, Jocks, you know, all this stuff, Cyrus, just the cards that are good. You can do that. I tried it, didn't work out as great. Here we have this. The problem, as you saw in these games, is consistency. So how you'd fix that, which we're going to do quickly here, is probably just take out Junior and bank. And you go Oniromancy, since he is the only devotion card in our deck. And then you always go like this, and you type in devotion and double check. You're not doing something really dumb. And yeah, we're not running any of these. So I think you do this, but no Neuromancy. And then you've got 6 provisions. You're just like getting up all of your control at this point except the poisons. So then I think we go to 6 and then, or 4. We think we just add in, Taxes works really well here. You can either add in the Sewer Raiders at 5. Where are they? Like, add in the Sewer Raiders, then drop one of the poisons or one of the tax collectors. Essentially one of the jackals. Although jackal's really good as suspender. I think I'd drop a tax collector. I think you do this. This is more consistent. And I tried a version like this, but I just found that not having the junior was too much of a problem. You can drop the mink though, and then you can go with, where is he? Freak Show. The problem is you don't have that much coin generation, so Freak Show isn't always the best removal tool. So those are some potential changes to the deck. Overall though, I think it's hard to say. I think we'd want to go like this. I think I will be doing this, and then I think at 6 we'll be running maybe 1 Townsfolk, something like this we might try. But I really want to have the Raiders. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. I think we'll add the Raiders. So I'd probably take out probably a Peaches or Fistic Trafficker or Tax Collectors, one of those. It's just whichever one you want to take out. I think you add in the Sewer Raiders. I think that makes it better. I think this is the version that's better, something like this. So more consistency on the Oneiromancy, but then you have less control from Junior, so that's up to you. I think that might be better. Overall, though, it's really fun when you get it to work. It's really hard to get it to work. And one more thing to mention is if you want to make it work more consistently, you can run the Azar in place of Moriels here. Problem with Azar is at this point you're giving up really all of your tall punish other than the poisons. So stuff like Ivar Evil Eye, the Nilfgaard stuff's a huge problem, but you can do it. It's not terrible. You do have the poisons. I wouldn't take out the poisons if you're taking out Moriels. I'd have one or the other for sure, but I could see you doing that, taking this out for Azar and having more setup. It's just I've actually seen a somewhat decent amount of warriors with Sov, so they have so much control that even with the Conjurer's Candle and the Azar tokens, nothing really lives, but you can do it. It's not bad. And I think the version without the One Light the Passive Floor is also pretty good. Just the and it's like decent option, right? You've like Jocks and the mid-range cards. But overall, that's the deck. There's different versions you could run. This is the one that had the most success for me, but there's certainly ways to improve it. That'll be it for this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more. And you can check out some more videos over here. And thanks for watching.